Weekend Tubers, welcome to part 22. Once again, thank you to my subscribers, all 6 of them, whoever you are, thank you very much. Let's get right into this anyway, guys. We're just down from Smythesdale. Not that this map shows Smythesdale, but it shows where we are. Why did we pick that spot? Because it's bloody good as any, I tell you. There's a lot of diggings in the area, and we thought we'd have a go there, so let's rip right into this.
G'day tubers, how are we? Well, we're out prospecting again, as you can probably gather. Out here in, well, let's just say we're near Smythesdale. And I've come across, now I know it just looks like a bit of quartz, but I'm getting a real strong reading inside of that. So, I mean, it might only be a tiny little piece. I'll give you a listen, have a listen. I might be imagining things, I don't know, but we're going to save it and smash it open and see what's inside later on. Tubers, we're in some track out the back of Smythesdale, I think it is. And, I mean, everywhere you look around here, there's bloody evidence of diggings, you know, holes, bloody mullock heaps. But everything is so picked over, you wouldn't believe. Every pile you go to, you can see where someone's been having a bit of a dig, which is fine. It doesn't mean there's nothing there, but I just can't find it. But I mean, that's all right. But yeah, this is, I suppose, the sort of ground. This is state forest. Well, it's not private land, I hope. But yeah, sort of everywhere you look, you know, there's little bloody, like for example, if you turn in here, and as you can see, like straight ahead, there's little bloody mullock heaps. I mean, where do you start? This is the problem. I mean, this is such a vast area, and there's no way known everyone could have been right over everything. So, I mean, this is the confusing part with all of this. But anyway, we'll press on. We'll see what we see.
The way things are going with these 22 shells, I'm going to start repacking my own bullets here and save myself some money. Bloody heaps of them. And just when you think you're by yourself, I turned around and saw this bloke.
Hey, Skip. Where's all the gold? Hey, where's all the gold? You're not telling. Yeah, what's the good of you? Hey, what's the good of you? Tell you what, tubers, this must have been a pretty big mine. This is the Bartel and Co. engine shaft, I think it was called, mine. Bit hard to see through the bush, but the amount of digging they must have done here. I mean, have a look at this. There's probably that much gold in under there, but who knows, you know what I mean? I've had a bit of a scratch around and just kept getting rubbish, but and everywhere you look, there's holes, you know. But anyway, yeah, all good fun. We'll keep trying. Have a look at them.
Well, tubers, we moved up the road a bit, and here we are at Beaufort Lake, or Beaufort Reservoir, which is right in the town of Beaufort by the sound of it. There's a caravan park right there, and it's a nice lake, you know. They've set it up nice. You can walk right round it. There's exercise machinery around the way. And they also include, around as you walk around, it's a couple of kilometres, these lovely Aboriginal paintings and little signposts about what they meant to the Aboriginal people, you know, back in the dream time when it all started. And it's quite interesting. So it's well worth a walk around. The lake itself well, you can see it's a bit low. Apparently it's very seasonal, but it's been down for a few years. Needs, you know, by the looks of it, a good drop of rain to bring it back up again. You can water ski here at summer, and well, you can ski in winter if you want to, I suppose. All sorts of water sports and this and that. It's a really nice place, lovely caravan park. Beaufort itself dates back to the 1838 actually, and of course with the gold rush in 1852, they said. Of course, the town there went up to about 100,000 people, they reckoned. Now it's just over 1,000, I think. So funny what a little bit of gold fever will do to people, but that's why we're here. No, we're going to look at other things as well.
G'day tubers. Well, we're out here again. Shepherd's Gully, I think this is called, near Beaufort. And I'll tell you what, this is the spot. Because if you have a look around here, no one's ever been here before. I mean, that is naturally occurring crushed quartz. It's the only place on the planet that it occurs this way. So yeah, no one's ever been here before. That is a perfectly naturally occurring dam. So yeah, there is unpicked spots out here in the bush.
All jokes aside, tubers, I'm quickly learning that this is the reality of prospecting. As you can see, some more 22 shells, a shotgun shell, nails, pardon me, so on and so on. This is the reality. All the videos that I've watched on YouTube, hundreds of them, and it's always about people digging up gold. Obviously, they never tell you where they are, and there's a reason for that, and you all know it. But this is the reality. It seems to be the same wherever you go. But having said that, we've only been in a couple of spots. We've only been at it solidly for a week. And when I say solidly, I'm only talking about 4 hours a day. So a lot more to go yet. But this is the reality of what most people dig up, I reckon. This isn't what anyone wants to see, but this is the reality. So there you have it. Just heading into Beaufort, guys, after coming back from prospecting. Lovely old well, I suppose a lot of these are old towns. Beautiful old homes and that sort of thing. Some nice old buildings. But yeah, very, very nice. It's Western Highway, as it said. And it's one of the main routes from Melbourne to Adelaide, I suppose you'd call it. A lot of trucks and that on it. And apparently they're going to bypass the town fairly soon, and that should be interesting because they're going to be cutting right through some gold diggings, so that should be very interesting. Well, tubers, you guys know me by now. If ever there's old bric-a-brac or bits and pieces or motors or anything like that around, I'll sniff it out. And I sniffed out this place. It's the big garage in Beaufort, and it's run by a bloke called Krabs. Now, I have no idea how he got his name. I was just told that by the caretaker around at the caravan park around the corner from this place. But anyway, so we ducked in and had a look, and all sorts of old, bric-a-brac, bits and pieces, old tools, all the stuff I love. It just, as I say, I love this old kind of thing. But so I spent a nice bit of time walking around in there having a look. Didn't buy anything. It's I'm not really on a buying trip, as you guys know. But have a look at some of the bits and pieces in this place. You get, yard art, all sorts of things. It's fantastic. Tell you what, people, I can't speak for the rest of the world, but there wouldn't be too many towns in Australia that don't have some sort of a walk of remembrance for the diggers from the past. I think this one's pretty much dedicated to the 1418 war. But it's fantastic. They've made nice rose gardens and that sort of thing around it. And yeah, it's as I've said before many times. It's important that we remember, where we come from. If we forget where we come from, we're bound to, repeat the mistakes of the past. And these wars were a mistake, like it or not. A lot of it was glorified, as we know, and as we've spoken about in the past. But I don't, yeah, by all means, defend your country, but I don't see a lot of glory in, spilling your blood on someone else's stinking shore. But anyway, that's me. But yeah, nice place. Have a look at this. Nice bit of garden and all of that's fantastic. Tubers, the engraving reads Pro Gloria a Patria, meaning for glory and fatherland. There you go. Beaufort Railway Station, people. And you got to love these old buildings. I mean, in 100 years, they're not going to be, looking at the bloody buildings that we're making now. They have no style, no nothing. Look at these. Look at these. They're beautiful the way they're made. Character, all of their own. And I don't. Just more and more I see of things, the more I think we're not going to see much from our time now in the future. Could be wrong.
Hey, tubers, I've got a real bit of history for you here. This is a little place called Chute, as in parachute, C-H-U-T-E. And big deal, there's about 2 houses here, but it's famous for one very big Australian icon. Have a look at what this sign says. You'd never know. Welcome to Chute, birthplace of Cyril Callister, 16th of the 2nd, 1893, the inventor of Vegemite. There you go. Who would have ever thought that the guy who came up with Vegemite would be in a place like this? Have a look. There's nothing. This is just a hamlet. There's only half a dozen homes, no shop or nothing. Probably, from gold prospecting around the area, I guess. That's what probably brought him here, but there's nothing here. But how's that for a bit of history, guys?
Was out doing a bit of prospecting, guys, and came across this little lookout. That's Beaufort down there, and this is the Camp Hill Road lookout. So this is probably where the bypass is going to come through for the highway, possibly. Who knows? Okay, guys, that's part 22 done and dusted. Didn't find a skerrick of gold in Beaufort or in the surrounding areas. That doesn't mean there is none there. Just I didn't find it. But we're going to keep trying. We're going to move up the road. Today's Sunday. We're going to move up the road a bit tomorrow. And have a bit of a look around, see what's going on. We shall persist with the gold, but there's other things I want to have a look at as well. As I say, these towns have a lot of history, and that's what I want to also look at. But yeah, I shall talk to you in part 23, which will be coming up fairly shortly, and with a bit of luck, I'll have some nice shiny stuff to show you. See you later, guys.